Hey, I'm Josh.
And I'm Allison, and we're the Camera Project.
Today we're doing a beer in a shot challenge.
We're here at Bray Park in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It's got a beautiful rooftop where we've ordered some beers. I'm drinking a Duvel from Belgium. Don't be deceived by the palm glass. And Josh, what are you having?
I have a Hofbrau. My Hofbrau Dunkel that I ordered was skunked, so I went with the standard Hofbrau.
Bummer.
Yeah, well, cheers. Let's see what Jay has in order for us.
Hey Josh, hey Allison, and hey Camera Project viewers. I'm up hiking this weekend and I'm struck by how quickly things change. So this week's challenge is all about change. 5 pictures, no other restrictions. Good luck.
All right, so the challenge today is change. I don't know what that means. It's not like the seasons are really changing yet, but yeah, we'll see what we can make of that. What do you got?
I mean, I'm not pleased. It's dark.
It is dark, so I think it's just gonna be a bunch of outfit changes.
I was like, I'm gonna change my pants.
All right, let's see what we come up with. And first, let's just enjoy our beer. So cheers.
To the beer.
To the beer, not to Jay.
Fuck Jay. Okay, so we've had the beers, and now we're gonna go shoot.
We're gonna get the shots.
In the dark, with Jay's shitty challenge.
Yeah, we
really
hate this a lot.
So I might not even take pictures. I might go to another bar.
I got nothing on this one, so we'll see what happens.
I can still make use of this hour.
All right, you ready?
1, 2, 3,
go! All right, let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
My number one thought was like, okay, this is like a changing neighborhood, but I feel like we covered that one in the Sony a6300 video. Not that that really matters, but it's also dark and like, what am I supposed to do with that? No one gives a shit. Of course it's changing.
All right, so the topic is change, and the first thing that Eliza helped me think of is some physical change. We're right in front of a gym here, so we're gonna get some shots of people working out, changing their bodies, see what happens. Let's get going.
Too bad we're not near Herald Square. We could camp out in the changing rooms at Macy's. Like we were gonna do that one time.
We've got a construction site right here, so it's in the process of changing the lot. There's not much light in here, so I don't know if it'll make a really great photo, but I'm here. I'm gonna try one where I try to shoot through the fence, and then one where I just try to get the fence in the photo.
Change.
If I look at this angle, I've got an old warehouse kind of building, and then I've got kind of the mega brand new condo. So Williamsburg is a good neighborhood to be talking about change, because if you watched our Sony a6300 video, you'll know in the last decade or so, this neighborhood has really changed a lot. So I'm gonna try to capture some of that change of the neighborhood and see how some of the old still exists, but a lot of the new buildings and kind of grotesque mega condos. So let's check those out.
Changing. I was thinking the Bowie song.
There you go.
Change. I'm like, what can I change? What do you think Josh is doing? That's always a fun conversation. Ugh. I think he's talking into the camera a lot and explaining how he feels about the challenge and telling the viewer about his equipment. So I have no tools, I have no accessories really. I have a flash, I have a little tabletop tripod, I have 2 lenses. You know, some ideas he has, but they don't really work. I could put my left shoe on my right foot and my right shoe on my left foot. But that's like not indicating change if it's one still photograph. Is it?
Not really.
I mean, I don't have a better idea right now, so I'm gonna fucking do that. Hopefully that's a perfect explanation for what we're seeing on his camera.
I want to get this kind of old warehouse building, this graffiti truck, and then the new condo all in the photo. I'm gonna shoot it with and without the car just to get kind of different takes on the scene. And there's a biker going through, which I kind of like.
Am I the bike that's going through?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's got a nice kind of blur with the biker going through. Jay's probably gonna think when he sees it that the biker is the change happening in the scene, even though that's not really what I intended, but he can take it however he wants because he's the one who came up with the stupid challenge.
First of all, I was like, is it chain? Is it chain or is it change? And is it of food? Is it chain of food? Is this talk about the food chain? Is that Schoolhouse Rock? Well, I guess I'm gonna step in this glass, so whatever. This feels real weird. You can't tell. See, with the right black and white processing, we can make anything look good. Tip from Josh. Give me your left shoe.
You're crazy.
Here. I have pretty big feet. Oh my gosh, my legs are on backwards.
So usually Alison's the bitter one if you watch one of these challenges. This episode, I'm pretty sure we're both kind of bitter about Jay's challenge. So yeah, let's see what we do with it. But it's starting off pretty slow in my mind here, but I guess that's typical of my mind, so.
What smells? Did one of us step in shit just now?
So I hate this, but I'm gonna wind up taking it in somewhat of a similar place to our disappearing challenge, which is to get some slow shutter speed stuff and kind of hint at the change of a neighborhood over time. I think that could be cool, and I think it does fit the scene, but I hate that it's kind of an idea we've already used in another challenge. But you know, I'm gonna get some of it and see how it goes.
What about double exposure too?
I wanted to do that, and I was looking for the setting on my camera to do a double exposure. I don't know how to do it because it's something I would normally do in post. One of our self-imposed challenges for the shoot is to not do any work in post other than basic levels and stuff, but certainly no combining shots or anything like that. So, what?
We Google it?
Yeah, we can Google it. But in the meantime, there's this building under construction. I'm gonna shoot it both in and out of focus.
Changing the tire. Hey, do you guys mind if I take a picture of the tire on this car? Real quick, I'm doing this like photography challenge thing real quick.
So while I'm kind of out of ideas, let's talk about gear for this episode. As usual, I'm shooting with an Olympus OMD EM5 Mark II and the 17mm 1.8 Olympus lens. I'm comfortable with this lens. I shoot with this lens every day. I also have my 12-40 f2.8 Pro lens with me, but I'm gonna stick with this until I feel like I'm backed into a corner. I feel like sometimes having a zoom with your feet kind of gets you more creative, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll probably switch it up at some point, but for now I'm gonna stick with the Prime.
The start was supposed to have been about 3 minutes ago, but there's obviously been a bit of panic.
This is a dope car.
I'm pretty confident that if we can do double exposure and get change, like literal change,
Yeah.
we have a pretty good edge on the competition.
I mean, we had a pretty good edge on the competition. Let's be serious going into it, because Alison's just like really angry and like cursing and drinking another beer right now. So
We could just go to a bar.
we're gonna do fine. I'm not that worried about that.
Honestly, that is kind of a good theme for this neighborhood. It's unfinished building.
I might keep it around my neck as a safeguard. Yeah, that could work. I can see this thing's moving a ton. So let's try tightening it and tightening my ball head here.
Turn and face the changes.
All right, this stop sign is too shaky. they may be coming out all right with the stabilization on the camera, but I'm gonna switch it, just going to the ground and see how that does. All right, so the way live exposure works is you take your initial exposure, set that up for the scene, and then you start it again, and it'll only expose for the new highlights in the scene. It's great for things like fireworks, you know, long light trails and things like that. So once these cars drive out of my scene, I'm gonna try to do it, and of course now that I wanna do it, there's a steady stream of cars coming. So once they get out of there, I'll shoot my base exposure, and then I can just shoot my additional exposures.
Actually want to get this thingy.
All right, so I'll start the original exposure now, and now I'm ready for composite shooting. So I can pretty much start this right away because it's only going to take new things in the scene, and I'll see as the exposure starts to build.
You think Josh already took pictures of this? I'm sure Josh is explaining in great detail every shot that he's taking.
Now, bike just went through. He was pretty dark, so there's a little highlight right there, but now this car coming in is starting to affect my exposure. That's cool. I'm just debating when I want to stop it, and right there, I'm gonna take it.
I have like some makeup in my bag. I could put on makeup. That's like changing.
Get a picture of me putting on lipstick.
That's not bad. But that's like totally Alison style.
This is changing from pink to green, or vice versa. Let's think about what's something, let's say if we did go to a bar, hypothetical, if we went to a bar.
Yeah, like
What's something in a bar that is changing?
Well, the bartender could give you change.
Yeah,
From
that's a little easy.
Yeah.
But like, what else? Feeling more creative.
All right, so our next idea is to be very literal about the topic of change and get some change so we can do some cool flash photography, maybe freeze some change throwing up in the air or something. Not throwing up in the air. You know what I mean. Can I just get some change? I'll take some smaller change too. I actually want like a variety. All right, I've got my flash right on camera for now, even though it's probably gonna look heinous. I'm gonna leave it up to the flash for now. I'm gonna set the flash to TTL and just kind of let it do its thing. Now, set it over to manual focus and sort of pre-focus.
Let's not worry about fulfilling the task. Let's just think of cool photos to take, and then we'll retrofit and make up some bullshit reason why they filled
Then I
the
second what I was
challenge.
saying before about going to the water. So we're just like 2 blocks away right now.
All right.
What do you think?
Yep, instead of throwing it up in the air, I'm gonna drop it. That will give me a little more shot at this. Yeah, basically what's happening is the change is reflecting the flash, and it just looks like glowing orbs in the sky. So this is, well, it's atrocious. So let's move on.
I would like to cheat.
If there was a way to cheat, I would do it in a heartbeat.
We've got a baseball game behind me. Let's try to shoot some multiple exposures and get the changing scene of the baseball game. The problem again, I don't have a tripod, so I really need a stable place to kind of shoot from and lock down my framing. Let's see if I can find one.
Some Josh level
Yeah,
shit.
that's some Josh shit right there.
What other things can we insult about Josh? Watch out. Josh sucks.
All right, so I've literally never used this mode on my camera before to do a multiple exposure. Normally I would try to do something like that in post, but yeah, we're gonna try to do it in camera as per the rules of the competition. So if you check it out, I'm gonna go to my menu and go to the camera 2 menu, multiple exposure. And I could do off or 2 frames. So yeah, 2 frames, auto gain and overlay. I'm gonna keep those off for now because I don't know exactly what they mean as I've never used them before. And let's see what happens.
Man, I wish I had brought some of my props. I used to carry those little animals.
Crocs?
My Crocs.
Do you have Crocs?
I don't have Crocs.
You wish you had Crocs?
No.
Yeah, so let's try this again. I'll try to get him when he's batting and then maybe again when he's running. I don't know if I'm doing this right. So yeah, we'll see what happens. A remote release would be really helpful right now. I did not bring mine with me. Nope, don't like it. Let's dump it. Let's hope I didn't move. All right, so I may move the hair, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So let's move on. We don't have enough time to try this anymore.
We could take a picture of a bike chain.
Yep, I think you should.
That's
get some
another
shade.
pun that
You
is
should keep going with the puns.
unacceptable.
Oh, we got, how about this bike? This used to be a bike.
True dat, true dat. Oh, and it's being replaced by city bikes. Talk about change. Whoa, man. This bike has 2 kickstands.
But it's missing some other things.
It's very strange.
I'm Eliza. I'm the camera person.
All right.
Josh is gonna film me putting on lipstick. This could be blurry. I don't know. So sorry.
Close up.
Just look at my teeth.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Isn't that weird? I have such a thing to say about that because like when we were kids, it was like, yeah, like robots are gonna like do all this stupid like kind of
Want to do, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. And then people won't have to do those jobs. They can just chill out and like have a happy life. And it's like, nope, actually those people then become completely impoverished and can't even afford to be alive. And rich people collect all the money from those robots and just stomp all over. I'm like, no.
We got a coffee shop closing down for the night, and we've got the change of them putting all the chairs up on the tables. I think it's kind of cool. It's sort of interesting lighting up in there. So obviously they're closed and they're gonna get super creeped out when they see me taking pictures of it, but you know, it is what it is.
You're pretty creepy, so it's totally fine.
I think I've taken enough pictures, do you? Seeing as the game is rigged and I'm not gonna win anyway, why should I even try that hard? Soccer
There's
playing
an
robot.
actual robot right here.
Yeah.
You're not photographing it? What are you up to? Make a pose for you right there?
I think it did. Oh my God, it's coming. Oh my God, I'm scared. Josh probably has so much technique stuff. I bet you he's got long exposure. I bet you he's got double exposure. Just like can't be bothered.
Exposure.
It's just like we've seen it. I get it. Long exposure.
Cameras, photography.
Light
yeah,
trails,
blah, blah, blah,
whatever.
Totally.
If I don't have a 5th photo I really like, I'm just gonna take a picture of myself flipping off in this mirror and submit that.
That's a change. That's new.
It's not a change, but it's exactly what I think of this challenge.
Got a cool silhouette here. I really like it. I'll switch it over to manual and blur it out just enough where it kind of looks cool and abstract, but you could also tell what it is.
We've only got 24 seconds left. That's still like a reasonable amount for me to just be standing here.
I don't know if it does, but I got a minute.
All right, time's almost up. And I'm wasting it by standing here telling you time's almost, oh no, time's up. Step out of the bike lane, you're gonna get run over.
All right, so that is time. The annoying sound was happening, I swear. And I gotta say, I don't feel all that confident. So we'll see how Alison did. I think I had a few keepers in there. Hopefully I could figure out a top 5. I don't feel like I even shot that much. I feel like I shot like 30 photos this whole time. So yeah, I mean, hopefully there were some good ideas. I definitely went quality over quantity, but none of them were quality. All right, so we finished up another beer in a shot challenge. How do you think you did?
I think I did okay. I have at least 5 pictures. Are they good? I don't know. But Sam and I had some excellent conversation about the future of the human race.
Okay, all right, that
And,
sounds deep and definitely inspirational.
You know, we spent as much time on this challenge as Jay did coming up with it.
Yeah, so an hour?
So like 3 seconds.
Okay, cool. How do you think I did?
I think you did
fine. You'll see in our video how much what we thought you did.
So I predicted that Alison spent 45 minutes talking about what I was doing and the other 15 shooting. So we'll see if that came true. But we'll see how we did, and we'll see who Jay picks. Now we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. Alison has called a little bit of favoritism in the past.
Oh yeah.
With me winning the previous 2 challenges. So we are gonna submit totally blind this time in one big pool of photos. Jay won't have seen these videos to know where we were shooting, who we were shooting with, or what we were shooting, and we'll just send a big pile of photos and let him figure out which one he likes best without knowing who shot it.
That's a good idea.
We'll see how it goes.
Hello, camera projectionists. This is the Challenge Master, and I am here to give the awards for this week's challenge. You may notice I am again in a car wash. I do spend most of my time in car washes. So today's challenge winner is this beautiful photo taken of a baseball player in either double exposure or long exposure. But the technique here and the lighting is just really spectacular. So very nice work. Runner-up is this excellent photo. What I particularly like about this one is the framing and composition, and I really like these little crosses here. I think these are really nicely juxtaposed to the straight lines of the rest of the construction that's going on behind them. Number 3. Now this is a little bit nostalgic for me. I love, love, love the trucks that have graffiti on them. So this truck with the eye looking at a car which is moving and a new building. There's a lot going on here that I really enjoy. And I also really enjoyed this picture of someone with perhaps 2 different shoes on and one of them being untied. But the composition in this picture is particularly nice. And I really also enjoyed the exposure of this picture. Anyway, nice job as always, guys. Congratulations to the winner, who I don't know, because you don't trust me and you took the names off them. So let me know who won, and look forward to seeing what you guys do next round. Take care, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for watching, guys, and please subscribe to see more videos from the Camera Project in the near future, including more episodes of Beer in a Shot.
Please subscribe.
And leave us only nice comments.
Nice comments and subscribe.
The end.